Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm just testing it today, whether I'm audible or not. So I'll share something very interesting if you guys can confirm whether I am audible or not. After that, okay, someone said not audible, but here it said mic audible. What should I do? I don't know. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, my headphones are on. Mic is also on. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, okay, okay. It's coming. Yes. So I'll be sharing something very interesting with you. You will be amazed to see how it's working. How it's working, you should be like little bit amazed. I'll show you something you must have not seen that anywhere previously. Okay, we'll not be requiring any other. Okay, now I'll be sharing some patterns which you can follow and which you can note down, and that can be used by you on those particular days when that nakshatra is gonna be there. Just like I share the thing regarding Shriram Finance and Sipla lately in the group, where I was having a negative view on both of them and it went on that direction. So, on that very note, I have mapped a few stocks according to that, and it's very easy afterwards. You don't need to be chasing any uh, index move or a setup or a timing. You will be having a biasness regarding some particular stock for a day. In a month, you can mark the dates beforehand for all the upcoming months of 2026. Afterwards, you can put your whatever setup you are using, and on that you can do things. The setup should be strong. Like you should be having a little bit understanding of candlestick patterns and little bit understanding of your own setup. So if I share the first stock, like Infosys, whenever there is a Ardra Nakshatra, Infosys falls. I will show you. I will do back testing. I don't believe in making things or claiming things without doing a back test. So I'll go to the previous year when there was no war and when there was no AI on that very note. So we'll do backtest on 2025. It should work there. Then only it will be legitimized to be used by you in a future. So let me go in. Let's take July 1st for Infosys. From here it is okay. I have a subscription till December. I can see no problem. I'll switch to 15-minute time frame. Then I can switch. I have the premium, but I can only watch the last 10,000 candles. So that's the limitation for me. So I'll go on the date now. This is the date, and whenever there is a Ardra Nakshatra, we have to think for short side. Here you can see Ardra Nakshatra and how many points you got from the top. I'm saying 28 points. It's less. It's more than minus 1.8% and 27 point as a whole. You don't need even 27 points in a day. You need only 6 to 8 points to hit a target to make a easy 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 money over a capital of 10,000, 20,000. I'm saying not more than that. So that's how you map it. This is one of the setup for the Infosys Ardra Nakshatra. Infosys falls. Again, we will see ahead. Here you can see Ardra Nakshatra again. Ardra, if you can see, and see how much it fell. Whooping 2%, 31 points. How much more you need? So like that on these kind of setups you will be having, and whenever there will be No, next date of Ardha Nakshatra you will be ready in your head, like whether you should what you should be doing. So like that. So we saw only two dates, and that 2 of July 2025. We are not seeing even 2026. So when the war and all these things become prominent. So this is July 2025. We will see another Ardra. So we don't have to believe this early for anything. If we are entering, we will be targeting 1 issue 2, 1 issue 3. If we are exiting, we need to be exit at very low SL. Now it will all depend on your strategy and the setup, how it is, how powerful it is. If you want to learn, DM on the number. It's not given in the description, but the number is you can check that on a different videos description. Later I will add on this videos description as well. I was not ready that much for this live, so I haven't put any input on that. So this is the first candle of the day, and here on the previous day it started, and for the next day till 3:15 it was there. So how was the day? Market opened here, and none of the candle closed above to that. So the first candle itself was a very big fall. On the first candle itself, you got 18-point move. I told you you don't need even these many points. You need only 8 to 9 points. Again, market came till here. Again, no selling. There is also a way to see a data, but I can't share it here. Then it will be cheating with the people who bought the course. So I can't share it. But if you have a data, live data, it shows. So you can see it live, like where the positions are building up on a live and in an actual number. I'm not saying in a OI data and all. I'm saying in an actual number. So like that, the setup is another fall, Ardha Nakshatra. Now we will see another date. These we are seeing 2025, mind you. And when we will start seeing 2026, the fall will be big. Here, what we are seeing, this is the first candle itself, and market remain under to that. From here, we got 9 point. Again, market came to the high point of the day. Again, 7 8 point. Sideways. I will not say it totally negative, but sideways. But it was not positive. We don't do BTST on these stocks. We do BTST on index, mind you. This is Revti and all going on. Again, Ardha. See, that is the accuracy. This gives you a confidence. 21 points again. How much you want in a day? You want only 10 or 15 point, let's say, on a higher side, I'm saying, but not more than that. And if I see another Ardha, we are seeing Infosys by the way. Huh? This works on Infosys only. Here Ardha started here on 10th of November at 2:15 in the evening, and from there it fell 9.63%. Again, market open gap up next day, and this is the high of that point. Let's take it from here. Again, 12 13 points. But here, one thing you have to be noted: when this nakshatra ended, the candle was the price was below to the first candle. See how it works. And now we will go to the next date. Also, I'm observing Mula is also a negative for Infosys. It's falling continuously on that point. But we are talking about Ardra right now. See, again, we got a point. Ardra first candle itself, short, whooping 30 points. 30 points in a stock in a day. And that you are aware of 1 month before or 2 months before. On that particular date, it's gonna fall this much. At least you haven't seen less than 10 points. So you can secure your entry at 9 points or 8 points. So that will be more than enough for a dihadi, I would say. Another we will see. This is still December we are in. The IT sector started falling from 29th of January because that was very predictable. Later, that was very predictable. I was not very much aware about the Astro at that very moment, but later I saw things. So if I tell you a concept of Vishnamamsha, so Rahu was going into a Vishnamamsha and it started falling like 12,000 point it fell, and Vishnamamsha Rahu came out from Vishnuvamsha on 28th or 30th of March. Then the market got little bit stabilized. From the 2nd of April, there was a turning point for the market, which we also predicted in the group. The old members can confirm in the chat, although there is no one right now here, but they can confirm later on in the comment box. So from there, there was a up point. Again, there is going to be a down point from where it will be starting. So I'm seeing Ardra right now for it. Revti and all, Mula, Punarvasu, Jesta, Satvisha. Wait, Ardra is not there. Again, Ardra is there. Here, yeah, this is Fab. Now we are into a wartime area. Now here the volatility will be high because the market will be news influenced. This much you can sense from the market. So the candles are also such. The whatever the other does, it have done on the first candle. It falls, and then market went like little sideways. This is must be a little bit of news, I guess. Otherwise, nothing can be done on these kind of entries. We can't enter on these type of candles. 48.3% move in one candle in a 15-minute time frame. So that's hilarious. We can't predict these things. But what we can predict are the Nakshatra in Infosys. That can be predictable. Again, we will see where. Jeshta, Pura, Purvadra, Mula, Purvadra. Here we got Adra again. See how much it fell from the top. I'm saying 2.43%. That's how you have to use Astro. If you are not seeing the future in Astro, then there is no use of it. You don't have to use Astro for intraday purposes. You have to use Astro for seeing the future, what lies over there. Then according to that, you have to make positions. In an index, we have in a group with my students, we have made a position in a Nifty 50 on a basis of Astro because we have seen it, what's going there, what's going to be there, and how the situation is ahead. So we have taken strategically the particular months some options on that direction, and it's already in positive. Wherever we entered, from there it's positive right now. So that's how you have to map things. If you're not mapping, if you're not using Astro in that way, then there is no use of it. So I think this was the latest one. This was of 30th of March. Again, we will see ahead. If you say I'll go into 2023, 2024, when the market was very bullish, post-COVID rally, na? See here, Ardra. Again, Ardra. How much it fell? From here, Ardra I started. It fell 7%, 90 points. Ardra. Again, those who joined late, let me tell you what we are doing here. We are seeing Infosys in Ardha Nakshatra, and we have a pattern. It falls every time. You can check our video a little bit on a back side. So you can map the dates of Ardha Nakshatra and trade for the negative side on Infosys. Like solid 10 points are there, and over to that will be according to your setup. Again, if I can see Ardha anywhere, let me see. Again, Ardha sideways. The market remained on the line of first candle. So here the date ended. So you now know one concept, one stock you are very sure. So every month this nakshatra will be repeated, and on that particular point, what we have to do now, you know what we have to do. You can comment on live chat something. It will be engaging, I guess. Okay, now the next thing. Give me a minute. Not a minute, 30 seconds. Wait. Okay, I'm back. Now this was for the Infosys and the Ardhra Nakshatra. But if I tell you about one more thing, the Sri Ram Finance. No, no, I will not tell you about Shriram Finance. That you think that things you have to identify by yourself. I'll tell you about some different one now. Uh, I will tell you one complex, little complex one. Okay, Shriram Finance we will go. Whenever there is Shriram Finance, firstly I will open here the stock of Shriram Finance, and we will do backtest from 2025 January, because 2026 market is falling anyway. So it can't be reliable. So we have to backtest the market when it was in the opposite side of whatever we are predicting. So we are predicting for the downside. So market was in positive side last year. So we will be seeing the things on a last year. So that will be more confirmative, or the more confidence boosting for us. Okay, okay. Someone, no, no, someone, no one did anything. Okay, we will see Shriram Finance on. Let me tell you where we have to see it. We have to see that in Shatbisha. If you guys remember, I have put a date of 8th of June on group also, and on that day, that date I put on, I think in May, some 23rd or 24th of May, and on the 8th of May, 8th of June, I saw that the next Chhattisgarh date is on 8th. So here it is. It fell how many points? 17 points, 2%. You don't need even 17 points. Hope you're understanding. This is how you have to do trading. You don't have to chase a market for a whole day. You need to be clear in your mind where the positions are building up, for which direction you are trading, and where you have to look. So we'll not see these rates. We will see the market from January last year, 2025. 2025. 1st January. Let's go over there. Okay, this is 1st January. We'll see Satbisha only. This is Revati. This is Punarbhadra. The thing in Astro is very, very like, see here Ardra is opposite, but in Infosys, Ardra was pushing the Infosys down, but in here it's totally opposite. So for every stock, it's very different combination. So for that, you need to know the reasons behind to that. It will never be the same for everyone. So for like this Sriram Finance, we have to see Shatbisha. Satbisha. This is Shatbisha. And how much it fell. This is we are seeing in Feb, first Feb, and every month you will get opportunity like this in particular stocks. Now we have seen Infosys. Now we are seeing Shriram Finance. So the 2 days of every month are logged in for you where the market falls for these particular stocks. And how much it fell? It fell 5%, 5.5%. I didn't check the data. I didn't check the level. Nothing I checked. I saw the first candle. I saw the Satbisha over there. I'll only think about put side. Next, we will see now. And you don't have to do BTST on these things. We only do trade on a live market. Here it is Satbisha, but for a very short period. How? Why it is very for a very short period? From here it started and here it ended. Why so? So like every nakshatra has a timing. Either it can be of 24 hours or less than to that or more than to that, depending upon the in which planet it is, on the speed of that particular planet. So according to that, the timing of that particular nakshatra will also differ. Here also it started at 2:15. It must have ended into midnight or the next day morning before the market opened. So when the market opened on the next day at 9:15, it was another nakshatra. So Uttarabhadra. So anyway, we are if the nakshatra is falling in the second half of the day, generally we don't do. But if you are doing, if you have a chul, so you can do. You will see another rate of Satvisha now. Satyabhisha. Here it is again. 5% again. That's crazy. That's going crazy now. It's like you have hacked a system and now you know what's going to happen over there on that particular day. And over to that, let me tell you one more thing. You can actually get a timing of the moves when the move is going to be there. if Astro can predict this much, don't you think it will be possible to see other combinations and get a particular timing of that move when it's going to be there? The move will be on the basis of the negative combinations of planet. We just have to check the negative combinations on a day when it's the highest. For this day, it must be on a morning itself. Then the market fell, and then there must be a both positive negative combination. So the market went sideways. Again afterwards, after 12:15, it must be a negative combinations again. So again started falling in the later half. Profit booking you can also say, or combination, whatever credit you want to go give to, you can give credit to anything. So like that, we will see more Satvisha now for Sriram Finance. Satvisha, this is the first candle. Fell mark, no need to mark. How much it fell? On the first candle itself fell 1%. 10 point you had, solid 10 points you are getting every time. That's the core. That's the core of these strategies. Again, it went up, not able to cross the high of the day. There were so many pin bar indecisive candles. Market went sideways a lot, and then as soon as the low of this particular point cut, then this acted as a resistance here. This acted as a resistance at this very point. You can see RSI and all everything you can see, but I will prefer the data, live data which we see. That I can't share here because that will be cheating with the guys who has bought the course. So I can't do that, but I can only assure if you are checking the live data, that will be very interesting. You will be seeing in a live market where the data is going on, where the orders are flowing. Let me see if I can enable that from my different device without opening my indicator section. For that, you need to have a premium version, by the way. So only then the things are gonna be in a live data format. Otherwise, it trading view doesn't give that. And for BSC, you have to pay separate 150, 125 rupees. Otherwise, on a standard node, you get everything, every data from NSE. So let's leave that. We are only focusing on Satvisha right now. Satvisha. Here it is again, Satvisha. Satvisha is from here to here. For the overnight it was, and next day till 2 p.m. it was there. Satvisha is this. How much we get? 15 points, 2% fell in Shriram Finance. That's to a sure short thing now. In a month you are waiting for a whole month, you are waiting for this, and it's happening. So that's the most interesting part. And you need to know so many combinations because in some days the dates will be falling on Saturday, Sunday, and holidays are there. So many things are there in the market. Huh? Like in a month, you get only hardly 20 to 22 days for trading, and like 8 or 10 days, market remains off. Again, Satvisha, first candle green, 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 one red candle, then you short 10 points. Again, let's suppose you entered here also. There was no move at all on a positive side. Two-point move, nothing much. But anyway, your setup, your technical setup, your call. But what technical setup I use and the people in my group uses, that gives perfect entry with a minimal stop loss. This Mula Satvisha, here it fell. If it's falling, no issue. Let's suppose this is the first point. 10 point it took this time, but next day it fell. But we are not trading for the next day. We are not doing the BTST of it. So one fall, one fail. For Infosys, we saw 100% accuracy. For this, now out of I don't know how many times we saw it, one is wrong. Again, we will see Satvisha. But previously we also saw in Shriram Finance itself, Adra was positive. So we can't trust that. Again, Satvisha is here. Here also the move is like volatile. Continuously green, 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 green candle are there. There must be some news, or I guess something is there. But no issue. If I'm seeing it from here, if the nakshatra started from here, when it ended, it remained sideways. Or on our favor side, it went only 3 points. On our against, it went 7 points, 8 points, 1%. That's huge. So by far, two SL hit. Now we'll see the next one. Satvisha again it rose, but when ended, it ended on either on a break even or either on a -2 point. Not that huge. Next date we will see on this. We have reached to September now. I'm also seeing it with you guys only. I don't know the concept, but I don't check like this. I check with the AI like the day opening, day closing, whether it was negative, positive, how much negative it was. That's it. Satvisha, we are not getting nowadays. That must have fallen on a weekend or a holiday day. That's why we didn't get anything on September, I guess. That's how it works. It should be falling on a opening day. That then only it will be here on chart. Otherwise, it will not be here. In November, we didn't get any. In December, we get now. Satvisha from first candidate itself, 20 points. Good. Now we'll see January 2026. Satvisha here. From this point in our favor, only 5 points, but against 10 points if we are waiting for that. And if you are not waiting, 18 point SL. No need to wait. Adra. Satvisha again. From here to here, 2.5% fall, 27-point move on our direction for which we are sitting. But it's not interesting to see always things going down. Let's see something for the positive side. 17 points in your favor. Purvadra is also sometime, most of the time I'm seeing it's falling only on the next day itself. It is after Shadbisha. So we are at March now. Again, Satpisha here, started here, ended here. 17 point you got, you can exit. That's it. So we should not see ahead of that. April, May, June. I already sent you on 8th of June. May it will be somewhere around here, I guess. No need to watch. Yeah, May. Oh my God, May. It will 55%. Oh my God, it's huge. On June 8, you have already seen. Now we will see one positive side, and then we will end this session. For these kind of information, you can subscribe the channel, and you can also enroll for the courses. The thing is going to start from 28th of June because we are totally free afterwards. You will get to know why we are free. Mm, let's see Titan. Titan in Purva Falguni. Let's see Titan for upside. We'll go on a 1st of January 2025. From here we need to see Purva Falguni. We need this is U dot Ashada is means Uttara Ashada. This is Purva Ashada. This is Shravana. This is Purvabhadra. We need Purva Falguni. This is Uttara Bhadra or Revati. Let me see where it is Purva Falguni. It must be falling on some negative or holiday date. That's why it's not. We haven't get it. Yeah, here we got Uttara Falguni. Na? Uttara Falguni. Uttara Falguni dated. Wait. Let me reconfirm it. Okay, Purva Falguni we need. Sorry. Purva Falguni. Vishakha, Mula. I think the names are some planets are missing from here. Okay, skip this. We will see rise only, but on Reliance now. Purva Falguni we are seeing, right? Yeah, Purva Falguni, we got it. P Falguni, na? Here it is. Okay, it's positive. It should be positive. It opened gap up all only, but we are not doing BTST on that. So from the first candle itself, we had to buy 34 points, 1% move. Now we will see next Purva Falguni. Okay, it will be easy now to understand because it's coming in green candle, green point. This is Pusha. Purva Falguni, here we saw it. Purva Falguni, 2% move. And at the end of the day, I don't know how much it went. Wait, let me. Okay, this is another day, I guess. Yeah, this is another day. So you got 2% move. That's more than enough. 75%, 75 points are not less in the stock. If you are aspiring for more, then you should work on your studies. Purva Falguni, we will see more. Purva Falguni again, once again. Every dip is a buying opportunity. If you go from the bottom, 64 point. If you are not going from the bottom, let's say you entered after the closing of that, 28 points, still you got 28 points. That's crazy moves. Pura Falguni. That's for free. Assured move in a month. That's the interesting part. We are not doing anything. We are not seeing even data. We are not seeing data. We are not marking the zones and all. That you have to mark by yourself according to your strategy. But we are not even marking those things and all. We are knowing the things in advance. Like in the next point, whenever there will be Pura Falguni, it will be rising. Rohini, Pura Falguni. The low remained intact. I must say that the low of that remained intact. If I'm buying from low, 30 points. Again, when it fell like that, again I can buy here again 30 points. Like that, it can be done, but it didn't let it fall. And those three who are watching, thank you. So like that, you can mark things in advance for in Astro, and you can leverage these things a lot. Now, one more thing can be done. Here again, that I was saying, na, it hold the low of that Pura Falguni. Again, bounce from the low. So that's how you can mark three stocks we discussed and the three short thing we saw in the chart, how it is and how you can take advantage of that. That's up to you. And let me put something I need to put here. Wait. For yeah, here it is. Three or four things are there. So this is the number. You have to DM on that. How we can increase this from here? 40. Yes. Now what we have to do? That's the main question. If you want access of the indicator, you need to text on this number. If you want the access of the group, you need to text on this number. If you want to enroll in the course, you need to text on this number. That's starting from 28th of June. So you better not miss it. Thank you for being here and thank you for listening me. Those who will listen later, thank you for it. And if you'll subscribe, that will be okay. If you'll not, that will also be okay. It's up to you. It's your free will to use. And yeah, that's it. For the next video, I'll come with some more on software, how it's working, how you have to use it, and according to that, you can do things. So that's it for this video. Thank you for joining, and hope you find it interesting, and you must have learned something new. You can check the older videos on the channel as well. I have shared one regarding the moon and moon. Some conjunction was there, so you can check how the reversal comes on those days. So like every planet, Ashwini, Rohini, Diksha, some particular stock is there for every planet, either on a positive side or negative side. But there is. So just imagine there are 27. there are 27 nakshatra, and for every nakshatra there is one planet, one stock. And if you are knowing that, what else you need? You don't need to check index. You will be having a map of every stock from the on a first of the every month, so you can see how it's going to be there for a whole month. You will be seeing on a first. So that's how the astro works. Okay, thank you.